Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. As promised, more videos to come. So a couple of weeks ago, I was on Pinterest and I saw these really cute ornaments online that were made with real wood. So I wanted to give it a try. So I bought some and I shared some half the pack with Anna so that we could work on it together and create some ornaments for our Christmas trees. So this is what I use, or what I picked up, which these are real slices of tree branches or whatever. So this is what the ornament is made out of. She also picked an ornament. She chose one that's made out of clothespins. So in my video today, I will show you how to create the one using this one. And I will link her video in my description box for the second one that I'm going to show you, because she's going to go ahead and do the tutorial on that one. So let's just jump right in here and I'll talk about how I created them and the materials and everything that I used to create them. And then we'll do one together at the end. So what I did, and most of the stuff I picked up at local craft stores. So here's one of the ornaments that I created, which I just absolutely love, love, love how they turned out. So I took some white paint and I did my best to, keep it in a circle. You can go all the way to the edge, but I wanted some of that natural wood to show. So I just, did my best to create a little circle. What I used for painting it, you can of course use anything you want. I did use some of these to do the painting because I felt like, because it was already in a straight line, I just kind of continued around in a circle to create the little circle with the white paint. And then what I did after that is I picked up a whole bunch of Rae Dunn words from online on Etsy, which I will link this in the description box. And that's what I've used for the words in the center. These cute little snowflakes, which I just glued to the back. I picked these up at the Dollar Tree. You can find these in tons of different places. These little plastic type of snowflakes. Then I did go ahead and use stickles just around the edges where the bow isn't. So that's what I did there. I just did some flat back pearls. And of course I used the word Santa there in the middle. So I took because they're just rub-ons. So I took my bone folder and I just kind of rubbed it on there. And that's how I got the word on there. And then I bought some gingham in a couple of different colors. So I did black and red because I am doing like more farmhousey this year. So that's what I created. And I just used some twine. I left it longer because I'm going to go ahead and tie a knot at some point. I just don't know how short or how long I'm going to need it. So I'm going to wait to do that when I put them on my tree. But how adorable is this? And this is definitely Pinterest inspired. So I made several of them. Here's the next one. I did basically the same kind of layout for each of them. And again, the only thing that changes is the color of the ribbon. So this one says snowman. And those Rae Dunn words weren't too expensive. Like I said, you get like 50, and I want to say I paid either $8 or $9, so it's not too bad. So if you know how to make them, and you have like a cameo or a silhouette, then you could definitely do it that way as well. This one says Silent Night. And then I did a couple of them in the black gingham. And what I did was, instead of the clear, I switched it to silver. But everything else is the same. So I changed this out. And I put flat back pearls. I didn't mention that in all of them. But I changed it to silver for the black ones. And I did the clear for the red. And then that one. And then here's the last one. So turned out super cute, and I can't wait to hang these on my tree. Super, super pretty. So that's the style that I wanted to do. So Anna and I worked on those, and of course she decorated hers how she, did, of course. So they do look a little bit different, just based on how she decided to decorate it. But that's how I did mine. So if you go over to her channel to see the second ornament, you can check out. She's going to show the ornaments that she made that are similar to this. So now the second one that we did was made out of all clothespins. So this is the one that she selected, which turned out so cute. So so obviously you can see the clothespins here. So of course you're removing the metal and you're basically adhering them together. There is a certain way that you do need to adhere them to create this snowflake shape, but I love it. And I didn't want to paint it because, again, I'm doing like a farmhouse theme this year. So I did like the look of the natural wood, but of course, if you want to paint them a different color, that's, up to the crafter's option, but I did not. So what I did was, this is actually a piece of glitter cardstock that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. I always typically have red and basic colors. So I did cut out a star. I happen to have these snowflake wooden pieces that I picked up from Dollar Tree probably like 2 years ago, and I never knew what to do with them, but they came in handy this time. So I layered it on top of a white, one of those plastic snowflakes like these over here. I layered the white underneath, and then I did the wooden snowflake. And then what I did on each of the points, I put some flat back white gems that I think these came from Hobby Lobby or Michael's. I can't remember either one. And I put them on all of the points. Then in the center, I put this cute little felty like reindeer that I picked up from Hobby Lobby quite some time ago. It's probably like 2 Christmases ago. And then I did the same thing. I put like a little gingham bow up there at the top and the black check. And then on the points of all of my little clothespins, I just put like a clear bling. So I love this. So this is the one that she did, and she'll be doing a tutorial on how to create this one over on her channel, which again I'll link in the description box. And then, so I made a couple of these. Once you kind of get, because at first I was like, what am I going to do with this? This thing is huge. But the best thing to do is, once I created one, I just duplicated it and changed out maybe the ribbon or the gems or what's in the center. So here's the next one that I did. And this is a good size, guys. It's about the size of my hand. So it's a good size ornament. So I did the same exact thing, except for the only thing is I changed to the red gingham there, and then I put the Santa Claus. I did put a little bit of stickles in his headband. I did that on the deer as well. I forgot to say that. And then I added this little red pom-pom because it's just like a little white piece of felt back there, and I added the red pom-pom. And then this time I changed out the star color to a silver. And then I did gray halfback pearls. And then I kept the ends the same with the clear ones. So I did use hot glue, but she'll talk about it. You need to do a little bit more than that just to make sure that it stays together. So she'll explain that in her video. But how cute. I just love this, and I love the size of it. And you can see like they're all kind of coordinating, and they coordinate with the ornaments that I already have in my stash. And then here's the last one. I decided to use one of those cute little red trucks that everybody picked up from the Dollar Tree a couple years back. So again, same similar layout. And this time I used green, and then I did the clear here, and I stayed with the black gingham. But I just love how no 2 clothespins are the same, and it just looks really farmhouse to me. So I am loving this. So that is what I created yesterday. So like I said, I was feeling like I was getting stuff done. Half the time when I Skype with Anna, I promise you, we're mostly just talking and running our mouths. So that was super productive. So let's put one together. So let me move some of these out of the way. Let me move these bigger ones out of the way so we have lots of room. So I have already painted one of these. So here, let me move everything over here. Oops. So I have everything kind of ready to go. So like I said, I did go ahead and paint these. I freehand painted this. I just used one of those little spongy things, and you know, I just kind of kept turning it slowly just to kind of create that little line, and then I just filled in the center with the paint once I got all the way around. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's okay. It doesn't have to be. I mean, even the way that they're shaped, no two are shaped the same. They're all imperfect. So it looks really pretty. So what I did was I went ahead and I connected the snowflake like this, which I'll do that part first. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I just put some glue there. For the purpose of the video, I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue. But after the video is done, I am going to go back and I'll probably take it off, or I'll just add some, because I was using super glue yesterday, but I don't want it to move during the video. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it this way. So I'm just going to put just a little dab, and then I'll probably remove it after the video and put the super glue instead. So I just kind of lined it up, and I wanted to put it in a place because I can see through to the other side where the hole is, because you don't want to obstruct where you have to put your little string through. So that's what I did first. Then this hole was already pre-cut here, so you don't have to do any of that. That's already ready to go. And which I should have actually strung this first, but I did not. It's okay though. And then just kind of get like, you know, make it even, because we're going to tie a knot. So once you get it through, and I'll just make sure I weave it through. Yeah. And I'm just going to tie a knot here, which I should have did that part first, but you know, the magic of videos. You get on camera and all of a sudden you forget. So I'm just going to tie once, and then I'm going to do a second knot just to hold it in place. But you could use ribbon, whatever you like. You know, you do it the way that you like. But this is, I just like the look of this kind of string for the ribbon. So the next thing that we're going to do, I mean, it's so super simple, you guys. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add this word on there. So I chose fa la 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 la. And I'm going to go ahead and, I like to rub it a little bit before I peel it, just to make sure all the letters are connected on here properly. So I'm just rubbing it a little bit with this just to make sure everything's connected. And I'm going to go ahead and peel this. Slowly, making sure that all the letters are still connected to the sticky paper, which luckily they are. I had some fails. So I wanted to make sure. And then I'm just going to line this up in the center, more towards the bottom, because don't forget we have to put a bow at the top. And I just want to make it kind of in alignment with, it's straight with where the hole is. Then I'm just going to put this on here. I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to, like I said, it's just a little rub off. And you can, if you want, you can definitely, Anna did, I did not. I've made one before, and I did put, you can put glossy accents, just like do a swipe of glossy accents with a thick brush, just across the top if, you know, you want to, if you feel like you may have problems with it peeling or something in the future, but I did not. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and lift this up. Slowly, very slowly. And you'll be able to tell if the letter is down or not, which looks like the A is good. But don't just, you know, go ripping it up, because if the letters are not connected, you're going to cause a problem. All right. So looks like I did a good job. They're all coming up. So now you have your Rae Dunn font on there with fa la 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 la. All right, so it's so easy, you guys, so super easy. Then I did cut a piece of red gingham, and this is what's going to be my little bow at the top. So I'm going to just go ahead and tie a cute little bow. I like to do the rabbit ear method. I feel like it makes the bow come out a little bit straighter. I have to keep playing around with it until I get it just how I want it to look. All right, so now I have my bow, and then of course I'm gonna go ahead and trim some of that off. These are not the best scissors for this job, but it's what's near me. So I'm gonna just go ahead and cut it, you know, at an angle on both sides. Tim Holtz scissors is not the right scissors for this. I can tell you that right now. But I'm gonna go slow so I don't mess it up. So I'm gonna do like a little angle cut for both sides. So let's do this side. You guys, I have like damaged my finger from these scissors. They're so freaking sharp. So I'm gonna go slow. Okay, there we go. So now I have a perfect little bow. Well, as perfect as I can get it. And then I like mine kind of off to the side. So I'm gonna adhere that on with some hot glue. So put a little dab of hot glue on the back part of the bump of the bow. Oops. And I'm just gonna go ahead and adhere that kind of in the corner like this. So there you have it. And the last thing that we need is a pearl. And I forgot to grab one, so let me get one from under my desk. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that I have a hot mess of beads under my desk. Hey, you gotta use the space how you gotta use the space. We buy so much stuff. All right, and then I'm just gonna put a little bit of hot glue there in the center. And then I'm gonna add my little pearl. And bada bing, bada boom. Is that not the cutest? And it's gonna look so cute on my tree. The last thing that I'm gonna do is I gotta add some stickles on there, and I'll let this little puppy dry off. So I used crystal stickles, but you guys, if you want, use like, if you even want this on there, but you can, I think Anna decided to go with glitter. I'm gonna go with stickles just because easy, fast. All you gotta do is wait for it to dry. And I'm just gonna go around just the part underneath where the bow tails are, which I'm probably gonna tack those bow tails down. I didn't do it, but I did on the other ones. Just because I don't want them to get, you know, bent or out of shape over time. And I'm just going along the edges of the white part. Trying not to go in the wooden part because I don't want, I like that natural wood to kind of show through right there. And bada bing, bada boom. And that is it. That's how I created it. I'm going to just go ahead. I think I am going to tack down just a little bit of where that bow tail is. So no need to put stickles under there if you decide to tack down your little bow like I am. Put a little dab. And that way it'll kind of keep its shape over time. So that is it. That's how I created it. Let me not stick my fingers in the stickles. So I just love how these turned out. And I think they're going to look fabulous on my tree. So super cute and so easy to make. That took 5 minutes, right guys? Other than the painting, even when you paint them, because the wood is so porous, it kind of absorbed it really quickly. So I promise you it probably took like 25 minutes for all of them to dry. I just painted them really quickly, let them dry for like 25 minutes. And it was bone dry because I could go like this and nothing came off on my finger or anything. So, and I just used, what kind of paint did I use? let's see, I use this one, Deco Art, but any of these type of, and this is an acrylic paint, so any of these type of paints would work just fine for it. So that's it. And thank you guys so much for stopping by, taking a look at my ornaments, and also watching my tutorial. And of course, as always, if you have any questions, please don't forget to leave them in the comment section. And I will link for you guys these wooden pieces, and also the Rae Dunn words that I picked up, the Christmas ones. And again, this little trim that I have at the top, that came from Hobby Lobby, and these little things came from the Dollar Tree. So I'll talk to you guys all soon. Have a great day. I have one more video, so I'll be back soon. Bye, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Bye.